Judge Julie Kocurek, a district court judge in Austin, was shot outside her home in front of her then 15-year-old son.
The attempted murder changed not just the Kocurek family, but the handling of security for all judges in Texas. Jim Axelrod reports on her experience.
We are never going to be the same, and we all feel that it never should have happened.
November 6, 2015 started as a typical Texas Friday night for Judge Julie Kocurek and her son, Will.
We always went to the football games every Friday night.
It was rainy, so after halftime, we decided to head home. Will had his learner's permit, so he drove.
And as we were pulling in the driveway, I saw a leaf bag that was blocking the gate.
And we thought it was strange. I thought it was a prank. And so Will got out of the car.
And I saw someone start to kind of walk down the street. And then all of a sudden he just started running straight at me. And so I turned around and ran back to my mom's side of the car. And then he pulled out a gun and started shooting. I think he shot 4 times through the driver's side window.
I scooted down as far as I could in the seat. And I protected my head with my arm and my hand. I can remember thinking, I'm going to die in front of my own son.
Travis County 911.
Hey, hello, we just got shot at.
Is anybody injured?
My mom is. Please hurry. This guy just went up to the car and shot my mom.
Then she told me she was okay, and that was a little shocking at first. And then when she looked up and I saw blood everywhere, I knew that she was not okay.
The judge had been shot in her upper body with unusual bullets that come apart when they hit flesh. The bullets caused hundreds of gunshot fragments and wounds.
Will said goodbye to me. I told him I loved him, and we just waited for the police to come. It seemed like an eternity.
Once I heard the sirens coming, I ran down to the street.
Where'd he go? He went down that way. He dressed all black.
The police arrived, and I told one officer that I was a judge, and I felt like it was related to my work.
What Judge Kocurek did not know was that a tip had come into the district attorney's office saying that someone planned to shoot a judge, information that was not passed on.
It was disappointing. There were signs in my neighborhood. Had I known, in addition, that this threat had come in, I would have completely changed what I was doing and my family.
Wow. Jim Axelrod is here to talk about this. This is a remarkable story, and I think it all boils down, at least for me, from this tease, that tip. What happened there?
Isn't that the craziest thing? So the local DA, the investigator for that office, looks into it and deems it not credible. So later, the Chief Justice for the Texas State Supreme Court said that was a mistake, clearly, obviously. This is part of what the Judge Kocurek's work is today, was pushing to make sure any time a tip like that comes in that it's handled in a way where all judges are told across the state that there's been a threat made on one. So a key part of this story is how that tip was mishandled.
Did they ever find out who shot her?
They did. It was not somebody that she would have ever expected to have targeted her, because somebody who appeared before her, but she had given the guy probation, not even put him in prison, and it was for credit card fraud.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it was not at the top of her list.
So it was connected to her job, but not in the way that you would think.
Exactly.
Wow.
That very chilling moment where you're working with that weapon, what were the extent of her injuries when you take a bullet like that?
Well, as you can tell, that bullet is designed to maim. The physical injuries were extensive in terms of skin grafts. She actually had a finger amputated. She fought a life-threatening infection. But then there's the psychological scars, which she largely dealt with by pushing for this judicial safety reform bill.
I mean, how do you feel comfortable in your own home? It happened right there in front of her house.
Exactly, with her son. Yeah, Jim, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You can watch Jim's full 48 Hours report, Live to Tell, the Vendetta, tomorrow night at 10 and 9 Central, only on CBS.